Hello, this is James. Gem Knights are perhaps the most underrated deck, and I'm very happy to see that they are getting more support in the Burning Nova box. Today we're going to talk about the new Gem Knight cards that are coming in the new main box. So the first is a trap, Gem Enhancement, tribute one Gem Knight monster, then target one Gem Knight monster in your graveyard, special summon that target from the graveyard. This does two things. It lets you revive either your Garnet or your Lapis, because those two they're just normal Gem Knights. They're not very impressive on their own, but they're necessary materials for a lot of the good Gem Knight fusions. Second, when the fusions get destroyed and sent to the graveyard, as long as they were first properly fusion summoned, you can use Gem Enhancement to revive them. Very good, especially for a normal. Ooh. Gem Merchant, I guess, is a Gem Knight card. When a face-up Earth normal monster you control attacks or is attacked, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster gains 1000 attack and defense until the end of the turn. This is to protect, again, your Gem Knight Garnet or your Gem Knight Lapis. Is it Lapis? The brown one that's a rock type and it's a girl. This lets you, if for some reason you choose to attack with those cards, you need to defend them, you have Gem Merchant in hand. Gem Knight Iolite. This one's a Gemini. Oh, it's an Aqua Gemini. Once per turn, you can banish a gem monster from your graveyard to target a Gem Knight card in the graveyard. Add that target to your hand. Gem Improvement. The Revival Gem Trap card is better than Gem Knight Iolite, but I think one of the big boss fusions requires Aqua Gem Knights, so we're gonna see that next soon. Gem Knight Lapis. She's a rock, she's a normal, she's 1200 attack points, she's an earth type. She's not like, you know, an amazing monster, but she's a necessary limiting reagent for a lot of the good new Gem Knight monsters. Our first fusion, it's a rare Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli. Rock fusion, it's a Gem Knight Lapis and then any Gem Knight monster. So you can substitute out the Lapis, but it's probably easier to just have her in there for a Gem Knight specific deck. Must first be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials. So that means that you have to special summon her out. You have to fusion summon her out, but once she's in the graveyard, after being properly fusion summoned, you can get her out however you want. You can only special summon one per turn. Once per turn, you can send one Gem Knight monster from your main deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each special summoned monster on the field. So if you elect to send a monster from your extra deck, you cannot utilize it for Gem Enhancement for the Gem Revival card. But if you can use this as a means to search out, say, well, maybe a Lapis would already be in the... Well, if you need another Lapis, or if you need another Gem Knight, you send it to the graveyard, and then you revive it, and then you can get out more fusions that way. So Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli, she's enabling your board, and also putting the hurt on the furries. If your opponent goes first, they summon all of their furries, then you fusion summon Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli. You can send a monster, you can send the Gem Knight to your graveyard, then inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each special summon monster on the field. And so that's her plus Furry 1, Furry 2, and Furry 3, so that's 2000 damage. And then you can attack, if they were foolish and they summoned Donpa in attack position, you can attack them for just almost exactly lethal. They'll have 100 attack points left, but that'll be a strong opening play for the Gem Knights. Gem Knight Zirconia, just not a super exciting, he's just a big beater monster. But good to have in the extra deck if there's space. Sometimes you just need the power, and he's pretty easy to get out. It's any Gem Knight and any rock. Gem Knight Amethyst, 1 Gem Knight and an Aqua type. So that's the Aqua Gemini, or any Aqua monster. Must first be fusion summoned. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, return all set spell and trap cards on the field to the hand. So, the play I think with this guy is you fusion summon him out, and then you tribute take. You tribute off the Amethyst, and you take your opponent's, whatever their huge monster is, you take control of that. And then, returns all set spell and trap cards on the field to the hand. So all of the walls of Daddy, all of the mirror walls, all of the things that are going to prevent your Econ cheese get returned to the hand. And even if they do a last ditch Econ switch to defense position, you're still able to switch the monster back into attack position, because you can do that once per turn. So that's Gem Knight Amethyst and the Econ take play. Alright, we have Gem Knight Obsidian. If this card is sent from your hand to your graveyard, you can target 1 level 4 lower normal monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. You can use this for, you can use this for fodder for a Ultimate P. You can negate an effect, send Obsidian to the graveyard, and then you can recover a Lazuli, a Lapis, or a Garnet for use in a fusion summon. And then similarly, Gem Knight Alexandrite, you can tribute this card, special summon 1 Gem Knight normal monster from your deck. So this is actually, I think this is actually a little stronger, yeah, because this guy requires extra conditions. Alexandrite, you can just normal summon him, tribute him, and get the normal monster, either the Garnet or the Lazuli that you need. The reason I keep talking about Garnet is because a lot of the old Gem Knight monsters, which are still pretty good, need Garnet, and then I guess the new ones, they need Lapis. Okay, super rare. Gem Knight Fusion. Fusion summon 1 Gem Knight Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or your side of the field as fusion materials. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 1 Gem Knight monster from your graveyard. Add this card to your hand. This is really good because it's a reusable polymerization. You don't need to use Fusion Recycling Plant. You just have to banish from the graveyard, and you get your polymerization back. It continues in the tradition of, I forget what it's called, but there's a Gem Knight Trap that is also a fusion, that also has a fusion effect. So because Gem Knights, they're relatively weaker, even though their effects are pretty good, they get these privileged fusion cards that are very strong. And the ultra rare Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond. Rock fusion effect needs 3 Gem Knight monsters. Must first be fusion summoned with fusion materials. You can only special summon 1 of her per turn. Once per turn, you can send 1 face-up Gem Knight monster you control to the graveyard. And if you do, special summon 1 Gem Knight fusion monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Oh, this is good. My favorite ultra rares are extra deck ultra rares because you only need 1. And this one is dope. So if you get your fusion card, if you're going second, say you're going second against the furries. You're going second against the furries. You summon you have your 3 monsters and your fusion card, and then you draw another Gem Knight monster. And remember, it's any 3. Any 3. She doesn't need a Garnet, she doesn't need a Lapis, just any 3 can amalgamate to form this lovely crystalline lady. And then you get her out, and then you normal summon the 4th Gem Knight. And then when you do, you use her effect to tribute it for the Lapis Lazuli monster. You use her effect, you inflict 2,000 damage to the furry player, and then you use Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond to attack over either the Dompa or the Recon for game. So I am looking forward to Gem Knights. These look exciting. I don't know if they're gonna be top tier because these these are like strong effects. I really like the getting out Gem Knights for free of Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond, and I love the name. But I don't know if they're gonna break the meta, but I will enjoy playing with the new crystal gems. Thank you for watching.